All right, who likes their hot chocolate? And how do you like it? I like my hot chocolate kind of lukewarm, almost chocolate milk. But we all like hot chocolate. Hey, let's take a look at last week we talked a little bit about sugar, and sugar has just had a huge move from where we said start accumulating it long term, either with some calls or further out time-wise on the futures. Same thing for me here on cocoa. I think down here at 1910, it's down another 11 cents here this morning, and I think you need, this is a weekly chart we're looking at here, and this goes back as far as 2005. So this is a 12-year chart, and we held this area right here at 1778. If you want a real low risk entry, it's probably here with a stop on a close on a Friday below 1778, and you can see that area right in here. We've held that at now a couple times. If we don't hold it the next time, we definitely could go down to these levels that we saw last in 2005 or 6, and that is pretty low down there to 13. So here's what I would do. We're way below value. The value area starts here at 22.06 all the way up to near 30 is the point of control on a weekly chart. If you look at a daily chart, you start to see this also pretty stretched, and value again up here, almost the same spot, point of control, 29.35. So again, now this is not a day trading type position, so you may want to look at some calls if you have the appetite. In the money calls, maybe that $17 area, pick up some of those versus with some defined risk. That way you don't even have to worry about it. You can put it on 6 months, 7, 9 months, a year out, and just tuck it away for the cold winter when you need the hot cocoa. So I wanted to bring this one up because I think this is a really good idea. Again, not a short-term trader, but alongside of the sugar trade, these are well-traded items, but they're not really day-traded items. So I always bring these up as swing trade type ideas, and I think they're the type of thing that you want to be involved in, especially if you're one of our 5-minute traders, don't have a lot of time. This is the type of trade that you can really put on, and I'm going to bring up a monthly chart here, and you can forget about it for a while. Here's the monthly chart. You can see this is going back to 1950s, and this is, again, cocoa, chocolate, hot cocoa. All this, has to do with the cocoa market. There's a lot of support when you pull back a little bit further down here to 13. That may ultimately be the area where you want to buy. There's a gap here in the long-term chart. Doesn't mean this is a bad trade right now. It just means that, hey, if we go below 1778, you're again very likely to have to wait again for another entry. So what I would say is take a look at this trade and see if you can't get some on with some calls, some defined risk, buy them. Again, a year out. Take a look at the strikes and what makes sense to you and your timing and how much capital you want to put out to these. But buy a 10 lot, and this is possibly shaping up as a turnaround here as we come into the winter months. The volumes have been huge. I mean, it's just huge. Look at this volume, just huge selling going off in the commodity space in general. And that really has to do with the dollar. Now, I believe the dollar is going to be heading higher. So any of these things like sugar, cocoa that have been getting hit as the dollar has been getting crushed, this is another reason macro-wise that this is a good time to be looking to be a buyer for some of these commodities. Again, we talked about sugar last week, and sugar has already had a nice little bump, as you can see. We were talking about that down here in the low 12s. Mid 12s, and it's already up here to 14. So it's already bounced 10%. So if you took that trade, I would also, the timing on us suggesting to take a look at buying, that was perfect. Got in about a week before, right here at about 12.70, and it's up, $1 from there. So you might want to look at some opportunities there on alongside cocoa, alongside of the sugar in your cocoa. So that's it. Have a great day. 5-minute trader. If you have any questions, shoot us an email, please. And we'd love to hear your questions and answer them in a future video. Have a great day.